Good morning, folks. This is Sunday, the 13th of August, and this building across the channel here is the Clarion Hotel that we are staying at last night and tonight. It definitely looks like an old castle. I don't know much about the history yet, so I'll just let you take a look at it. The downtown section of Örebro, that's, by the way, spelled O with umlauts, R-E-B-R-O. Beautiful downtown section that looks as old as ever. There in the background you'll see Örebro Castle. The water is flowing quite fast today, it looks like, because there was some rain overnight. The hotel is very interesting, but it's very nice inside. Looks like this is a layout of the entire town in 1764. But this is what it looked like in 1600. You might enjoy if you pause this and read the entire history of the Örebro Castle. This was what the castle looked like in 1300. Nice costume. Looks great.
Thank you.
Would you have liked to have lived in that time period?
Really, actually, it's much better just to see.
This is an image of all the kings of Sweden and queens. It starts with 1, 2, 3 across the top, 9, 10, 11 in the middle row, and 17, 18, 19, the bottom row. This is the Örebro Castle. Its age is probably from the 13th century. Here the images continue 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across the top. 13 through 16 in the middle row. And 20 through 23 at the bottom row. And here is a good list of them, showing their period of reign, as well as their birth and death dates. Here's a good list of the kings of Sweden, their reign years, as well as their birth and death years. Through the portals of the castle, we're looking upstream, and you can see the Clarion Hotel from here, behind those trees, but just thought it looked like an interesting view from here. Okay, we're crossing the rapids, a really roaring stream here, due to the rains that they've had this past week in Sweden. But I wanted to make note of this very, very unusual tree growth here. This is a huge trunk that has been adapted to grow sideways out of the ground. As you can see where it comes out of the ground and its roots are at. It's hanging in there quite well. I'm sure some kids have enjoyed climbing out there. Okay, here we are today at Vod Shipping, an old village from the 1800s in Örebro. Looks like it's going to be a busy day here. A lot of tourists, a lot of kids having fun. A lot of vendors here. A lot of vendors here today, and this looks like lamb's skin shop. This building and roof is highly unusual. Looks like it's either been repaired or added to or something at the top there.
Azerbaycan'ın bir tarafı. Prosta dillerde küçük yer demez ki olan Azerbaycan'da Türkiye yanında ezilmiş kimi özünü sıkıştı. Bir Rusya'dan küçük. Yani Şimali Azerbaycan değil.
Det kostar mycket. Vi använder mest honung till det som ska vara sunt. Citroner, apelsiner och tomater är frukter som odlas i Manchuriet. Äpplen och päron torkas. På sommaren kan vi unna oss färska bär. Det som blir över torkas och sopas. Fint folk har det gott ställt och kan unna sig färsk mat på. Vanligt folk äter bara färsk mat till jul och kost. Om det är särskilt gott vet jag egentligen inte. Det är det salta, rökta och torkade äpplen.
Here's the upstairs dinner party. Just an area between the two houses here.
Trevligt ut.
Jag tyvärr var min honungsflytande, men det var för kallt i skolan.
Okay, this lady is interesting up here. She appears to be throwing out slop, if you can call it that, into the street, so it will be washed away. In addition to the buildings here, I see there's a second-hand shop. But these buildings are also being a little crowded by current vendors. But that's okay. It's a good place to get together. And these buildings are actually reconstructed from buildings, evidently some that have been moved here, some that have been put together here. The roofs look pretty good. Although this is a village of 1800 structures, it reminds me of a current Centrum Square. There's so many people in here today. Okay, here's a good view of the Örebro Castle. Doesn't seem quite large, but it's right in the middle of the stream, a little island it was built on. I guess it provided some protection at one time. Another good view of the buildings here in the VOD shipping. Reproduction of old buildings, the 1800. Of course, any old house, village, group of houses must have its old-fashioned fence. Here you can really see, though, how it's put together. I know you've seen others as we drive along fast on the road. In this case, it looks like they're using some sort of wire to hold them together. But taking the long poles, no matter how long they are, what their diameter is, you just stack them at an angle. And then 2 support posts. Another view along the canal.
Lovely Sunday afternoon.
Now that is a rubber duck here in the middle of Örebro in a little square, very nice park with the water fountain very independently rising and falling, so the kids can get out there and run around and play. But this rubber duck looks like it is made out of rubber tires. Now that is fancy. Here's another side or angle to the castle. You can hear the water coming through the small dam here beneath us. It looks quite brown and dirty today. Must be due to the rain last night. The power of the water. We have a bright sun now, so I thought I'd get one more shot of the Örebro Castle. What a sight. Nice little garden here by the castle. I guess you can hear me above the roar of the water. noticed the ladder here, just in case somebody gets stuck in the water and flows downstream, maybe they can catch them. Another close-up view of the Örebro Castle.